When it comes to sales and being in sales, what is one way that you can unmotivate a salesperson? I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from South Lake Tahoe on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. It's a little bit chilly outside for an Aloha shirt, just letting you know. But we're going through this series, and video number 5 is bad sales training. And you know, there's salespeople out there that have learned and they've got sales skills and they've got sales techniques and strategies. And sometimes a business owner, bless their heart, is trying to do the right thing, and they bring in a sales trainer that really doesn't help the sales process. Now, on the scale of sales training, you've got people over here that are really good, and then you got some people over here that are really weak. And you know, a good sales training process should be able to have some proven results, that there's some consistency involved. And every once in a while, you know, someone will hit me up and say, "Hey Scott, I had to use this sales trainer," and I'm like, oh my goodness, right? And this is an established salesperson. They know what they're doing. They know how to close deals. They're fantastic at sales. They're a closer, and they say, "Hey, you know, my company brought this guy in or this girl in, and they really want us to use his process," not realizing that, you know, for every, it's like a timeline. If you do things over here, it has an effect all the way down here. And sometimes sales training works for like one person, and that's the person who trains it, but it works for nobody else. And there's nothing more frustrating than having a really good process and closing deals, and then having somebody come and go like, "I want you to use that guy or that girl's process," and then it doesn't close deals. And then what happens is numbers tank, bonuses tank, you know, the salesperson goes into freak out mode. So this is why it's vitally important to understand that there's some ways to unmotivate a salesperson. Like, you've got motivation and you got unmotivation. That's one of them. Using weak sales training. So there's a couple things you should pay attention to. Can the process be duplicated? Can other people use it with a degree of certainty? And it's not going to be 100%, because just like, you know, not everybody uses the sales process like they're supposed to, right? Can the person teach it in a way that most of the people in the room can understand it and get it and go, "Yeah, I understand." That's sign language. I understand. I get it. I know exactly what I need to do and how I need to do it and why I need to do it. And thirdly, can it be duplicated over time? Like, you know, sometimes when people get sales training, they're super excited. They run into a sales call, they use the process, and then what happens is over time it declines because it may not work, okay? So I gave you 3 really good reasons when it comes to sales, how salespeople get unmotivated in the sales process, okay? So if you've never been to my channel before, you got one thing to do, just one thing. Find the subscribe button and click on it. Every time I send out a video, Scott Bell Consultant, you'll get an update that says, "Scott Bell Consultant sent out a fantastic video. You should check it out." But you should. Coming to you from cold South Lake Tahoe. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Aloha.